Alright, back from Planet Coaster, and I've heard some of your suggestions saying the tentacles that I put in are a little... I don't care if it gets me thirsty. They're a little too much. Now, I can compromise with you, because I still want to keep them, but I can just set the timer that they take longer to come up. So it's not just like a constant thing. Because I'm starting to see it now that I've sat here and watched it. Because the sped up footage, you know, I was like, oh, they're just watching the sped up footage. It probably looks fine whenever I load the game up. And yeah, you're right. Okay. You are right. So we can loop this, play once every... No, not 3 seconds. Let's set this to like 10. I'm going to set each individual one. Now the ones near the... Shut up. The ones near the ride, I'm going to keep the same because that adds to the... Somebody on this? Oh my god, there's a person on this. 3 people. It adds to like the scenery rating, so I'm just going to leave that alone. But everywhere else I can change. Here we can change it to like 7. So, you know, we still got things happening, but it's not like it's, you know, that did save, right? Once every 7 seconds. Okay, good. I might keep that one the same. Yeah. Change it to 5. Whoops. Breaking things over here. And we'll change this to like 6. Let me just watch that and see what those look like. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's a lot slower than what it was before. So it might be constant movement every now and again, but it won't be all the time. Along here, I might just keep the same. But over here, I'll probably change it to like 15. Not 45, oh god. 15. Just try to... That'll be once every now and again. This one can be changed to like 9. This one will be like 13. Yes, 12. That's what I want. So now let me just sit over here and take a peek. All your vendors are on half. Yeah, I don't care. We're building here. We're not worried about management. So hopefully them... Theft reported. Okay, so hopefully them on different times will eventually just offset. Oh yeah, this. How often does this come up? Because I do actually want to change this. It does come up a little too often for my liking. I won't do that every 10 seconds. Okay, so now we cut down on that. And there's like 1 or 2 more things I wanted to add into this. Yes, I understand that the people are not happy. There's not much... Well, I mean, I could fix it, but I don't really. Not really worried. I wanted to add like a chain with some skulls hanging down. A couple spikes here, or pikes, whatever they are. Of them sticking out. And maybe... what was these things? These things. These are actual animatronics I can place down. I want to put one in the cave. I believe they start with a D? DR? Yeah, there we go. I have one sleeping by the fire. Is that going to animate? Sure, why not? Actually, no, keep it stationary. Nobody's going to be able to see it anyways. Doesn't matter. Oh, look how sad he is. I can do more work than this. Dude, you're on like a summer job in between college courses. Shut the hell up. We all know it. You don't have to deny it. Let's play the game of will this fit properly in what I want to do. Probably not. Although I do have to change it and rotate it. Like that, and then drag it up. Pull it back a bit. Yeah, that's I figured that would not be long enough to fit it anywhere that I wanted. And see, I could do the thing where I fit one here and then fit one here, but then it doesn't work. So we might scrap that idea for now. And we may just call this done for the time being, because if I have any other small ideas, I'll just throw in the middle of me speeding up. Okay, look, do you want management? Because you people are really starting to annoy me with these things. Okay, take a mechanic. Just pop a couple down. Because we got a lot of rides. Take some security. Take a couple vendors. I don't care if they don't have a job for it. They can go home. Take a janitor. Take 2 janitors. Alright, everybody go have fun. Is there anything that's themed they can walk around and do? Doesn't look like it. And since I thought we spent so much time on that area, I thought we would switch it up today and just mess around with this area. Because, like I said, I want to put 2 rides, 1 on each side of this middle pathway. And I've thought about changing this in the sense of, instead of having the heart part of the lake here, maybe move it in the middle. That way, so if I run out of, you know, if the game starts lagging and everything from too much, I have a fail-safe, a backup plan to finish it with the lake in the middle if I can't build the castle on top. Only if I can't do that. This has to be moved somewhere for now. There we go. I was just messing up because I haven't played in a while. We'll just throw that there for now. So, what are we going to put here? Some smaller rides. Just a couple small rides. I'm saving these bumping derby things for something over here I'm going to build into like a castle wall sort of thing. Because that'll be where I have the management building as well. But we want something small that's going to fit in with what we're doing here. Nothing too crazy. Maybe something like teacups would be perfect for this. We could change the colors of it. We're going to rotate it like that. Place that down about here-ish. What else do we got? Something small like that. Collider. Looks a little too futuristic. He's thinking about quitting. We'll go ahead. Find another place to work. I don't care. I remember there being... Was it this thing? Ah, see, that's like too tall, though. That gets in the way. I need something open like the teacups, but... What is this? That might work, because it's small. Now, I do have this, but I was thinking maybe I could save this for over in... as an extra ride over in the town or something along the side. So I think we will stick with this, because they're pretty low to the ground and I got to decorate around them similar to this. I won't be going as crazy because that took forever, but be similar design. And if we were to add the entrance, I would like the entrance to be right in the middle. The exit to be right in the back, leading out to the path. Okay, and then the same thing for this one. Entrance is going to be here. Exit will be here. Okay, so now we want a queue path. And I think this will be perfect for it. You know what, let's not put that in just yet because I need to build out this path coming up. So we want, actually, yes, regular path. Is it this one? I can never tell. It might be this one. It is not that one. So it has to be this one. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we want this to be 5. See, then it bows out. I don't know if I like that. I might keep that 4. Since we're not going to have too many people coming in. Maybe right here. Going up. So I just want it to run along the edge, but enough space where I can put something in along the side. So I could flatten that out a tiny bit, add in a little bit of tents and stuff like that. Or maybe more materials scattered along the side. Just to fit with that theme. Let's see. Because up here I need this to go parallel. Not parallel, whatever word it is. Right along here. Actually, that's pretty far, so we might not do that. Right here seems about a good distance. And we'll just bring that up and connect, because even though we're not going to, because that will definitely change, we'll just keep it like that. Okay, now we can start building this queue path, because then I have an idea of how much space I have to work with. So we'll just keep it simple, just in like a little S shape. One more turn before we get to that. And I believe these are just regular paths to leave, right? Yeah. You can just go straight down there. And hopefully you can connect up in the same exact spot. Good enough. Because that's the thing, I want to keep these low. So I have to make sure not to put any huge trees in the way. We got to keep them like these little weird shaped bush trees, whatever the hell they are. Alright, so these cube paths again. Similar idea. Maybe a little tighter. Because, you know, if we make it the same, then it gets a little boring. Something like that. Should be fine. There won't be that many people going on this thing. I hope. Let's open it. I know I'm gonna get sick, but you know what? Let me test it. Let me test it. Actually, you know what? This one isn't too bad. I bet the T-Cuss will probably get me more sick than that. Well, you know, maybe not. Okay, we gotta get off that. Can only go so fast spinning. Alright, let me test this. Let me test it. Now I know for a fact this one's gonna be making me sick, so we gotta jump off this as quick as possible. See, if it's like a gradual, slow spin like that, it's okay. But once you start getting up like this, no. Yeah, we're getting off that, okay. It's good enough. People can ride it. Go ahead. Go for it. Go crazy. Okay, so just for future reference, and I don't have to come back into this menu to place these down. I'd like to place these little tents in, because we could obviously change the colors. Future reference, and there we go. And we'll place down the other tents as well, because I'll probably find a use for them somewhere. At some point. And we have water jets, which is good, because I wanted to build a tiny little pond here, and have the water spitting over onto each other pond. If that makes sense. Hopefully that will work out. This thing, this terrain, not this terrain, this path. Let's go back a bit, because I need to straighten it out at the length. What was I doing? Strength, width, what was it? Was it 10? No, it was like 8. No, it was 7. Okay, it was 7. Angle snap. Okay, get rid of this. Because we're just going to push you out straight for a while. That way, so we have evenness to work with. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Now if I take the terrain editor, and I just pull out a little pond. Ooh, that's at an angle. Flatten the foundation is what I wanted. There we go. So this will be a nice little pond compared to what we had in the dead section of the map, I guess we'll call it. I was thinking to myself, I was like, why don't I make these little hearts? And I was like, nah, that's a little overkill. Because we're going to have this huge, giant lake that's going to look like a heart, so why would I even consider doing that? Something like that seems fine. If we just buff out these edges to something more presentable, we'll be fine with that. Especially on this side. Alright, looks good. Now we change this to rock. And I'll probably line it with a couple rocks, so that's why I'm just changing this now. Because I can always fill it back in. And by rocks, I mean like the actual rocks we put into that little cave thing. Okay, so water. Clear, calm water, right? Rough water, standing water, yeah. Okay. Turned out pretty nice. I feel like now if I just painted that back in with grass ever so slightly around the edges, just make it look a little more natural. Yeah, just so it's slightly rocky and not completely. There we go. Much better. People actually going on this? Good luck. I'd be throwing up. What are you sad about? Now what? What are you complaining about? Oh, you're hungry and thirsty. Oh yeah, that's fine. That I don't care about. As long as you're not complaining about the rides. Also, I feel like the lack of people is going to lead to people not riding these things, which is kind of fine for now because, you know, we're trying to bide our time here. How do I paint you? Okay, so I want to change this pink to red because I want to follow the theme of these banners that we have. So we'll change that blue to be a little darker. See, that just looks like an American flag. And reset. You know what? We'll keep it a little pink. Just because I gotta watch with those things, because then it just turns into like the American flag. Because I could make it gold, yes. Actually. Turn that pink to gold real quick. Nah, it's kinda ugly. You know, it actually does work. The colors, believe it or not. Alright, we'll leave you go for now. This thing, though. This puke green gotta be changed to that red. Oh, I thought I was gonna change the outside. Okay, maybe it was this color. Yeah. Let me change that red to blue. Okay, see, that looks better. This, gold? Eh. See, I don't like that orange in there. But that kind of follows the theme. Better than what it was. Over here, though, it's still work in progress. It's not much I can think about that at the moment. I do want to add these hedges all the way up. Yes, I do. Will that take forever? Yes, it will. Will I be speeding it up? Absolutely. Okay, so what I did here was, I figured a little building here would be nice. Mostly because, you know, it's a pretty huge area I made here compared to the other side, so I needed to fill in some space with something. And so I put it farther back so it's not that big of a problem. So, should be okay. So now if we edit it, we can start building around it. And I want to keep the theme somewhat. I'm not going to build like a castle thing, but it's got to be like a fairy tale. See, it doesn't look out of place. Actually, I should probably move that in, because I can see that becoming a problem whenever I try to put the roof on it. Just a little house. Maybe like a triple roof? Possibly. Oh, there's a lot of little details I could put on this. Stuff I don't think I'll be using for certain parts, but canopy. Huh, that'll be great for the whatchamacallit. I can't even think of the word. Dock. There we go. That's what it'll be good for when we get to that. But you know, I'm not against that, because it kind of fits. Yeah, I'm okay with it. So now I just gotta find out how I want to build around this. Because I really don't know. Turn that grid size down though. So I think I want to put one like right here and right there. And maybe just back two. There's no way it's going to line up with a roof though. That's a problem. But just something small. Say I place that here, and then I place this here. Let me just look at the roofs, just to see what I got. Got thatch roofs. See, that's two. I need like a proper roof. I don't need that. Let's try... Castle obviously has some nice textures for roofs, but they don't necessarily work for small buildings, which is the problem. How about Old West? Because we can recolor those, couldn't we? Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna place there. Do you have a flat version of that? For the love of God, please have a flat version of that. Unless I'll build it up again, but it probably won't reach. Although, do they stack into each other like everything else? Oh, I can't duplicate and... I can't advance, move, and duplicate? I can only... Okay. That's right, it's one of those things. See, because that's gonna look decent once I start adding, you know, like little designs to it. Now that could work. Be a little elevated, be a different height. Whoops. I mean, do that. Yeah, I could make that work. Could definitely make that work. Just gotta fix this in here. And duplicate this one. This is all just practice for whenever we get over to the other side. Oh yeah, this hangs off a bit, doesn't it? That's right. Gotta move these over one. So that little corner roof thing I put there is useless anyway, so I gotta delete that. So I didn't get much done today. I'm sorry about that. There will be another episode tomorrow. And we'll have to fill this in somehow if there is a way. I don't think there is. There might be. Let me just check before I leave. Because I swear there is for these types of things. It was in the rustic building set, wasn't it? Should be one of them. Yeah, these things. Yeah, okay. Well, that solves that. Okay. Looks much better. Anyways, I'm done deciding if I want to add this little extra part sticking out on this side or not. I might not. I might just move the roof in a little bit. That way so it's, actually, well, I don't know. We'll see. Many choices to be made for that. Is that not on the wall? No, it is. Okay. Like I said, gotta fix a lot of this. Gotta decide whether or not I want to put the hedges all the way down and around. I'm not really looking forward to it. I might just stop it like right here and cut it up. And then just have like fences or something. Either way, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to fucking put this thing here. But with that, I'm done for today. I will have another episode tomorrow. And I will see you next time.